A man collapses to the ground as a volley of stones rain down upon him. Knowing that his death is approaching, he gazes at his family who suffer the same fate beside him. This story, which is found in Joshua chapter 7, is the story of a man named Achan. In this story, Achan found himself and his family being stoned to death because Achan had disobeyed God. As some of you may know, this all started when the Israelites went to destroy Jericho. God had instructed them not to keep any of the spoils for themselves, but to instead destroy it. But Achan had some things that caught his eye. Some nice clothes, 200 silver coins, and a bar of gold. So instead of obeying God, he stole those things. God soon found out and told Joshua, who was the leader of the Israelites at that time, and called Achan out. Achan admitted that he had stolen those things, and as a result, he, his family, and everything he owned were killed and stoned to death. This story may sound very familiar to a lot of you, but what you may not have realized is that soon after this, the Israelites went on to destroy Ai, and they got to keep all the spoils that they got. This story serves to teach a very important lesson. It is better to obey the Lord than it is to love and obtain earthly things. So don't be overcome by your love for the world. Achan was overcome by his desire for some items, so he chose to take and hide those things instead of obeying God. He paid dearly for it, and his family did too. So don't let your love for the world or your greed keep you from obeying God. Instead, keep strong and choose God over earthly things. For James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the man who endures temptation, for when he has been approved, he will receive the crown of life which the Lord has promised to those who love him." So keep strong, pray for strength, endure the temptation to love the world over God, and obey and follow him instead. But I have to warn you, choosing to obey the Lord over the world will not be easy. I know I struggle with this. It's really not easy. There's a lot of fun stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of stuff you can buy, but you just got to keep strong and do it. Those who do choose to follow and obey the Lord will probably sacrifice a lot of things in your life. You may not be able to do some of the fun things you're fun to do, or you may have to sell some of the things you own because God told you to, and it will not be easy. But as James 2-11 says, when a person is tempted and still continues strong, he should be happy. After he has proved his faith, God will reward him with life forever. God promised this to all people who love him. If a believer is poor, he should take pride that God has made him spiritually rich. If he is rich, he should take pride that God has shown him that he is spiritually poor. The rich person will die like a wildflower in the grass. The sun rises and becomes hotter and hotter. The heat makes the plants very dry and the flowers fall off. The flower was beautiful, but now it is dead. It is the same with the rich person. While he is still taking care of business, he will die. This shows you that this life is short, and all the wealth in this life will not last, and it is better to obey the Lord who lasts forever. And lastly, please don't try to do this alone. Everybody struggles with this, and there are friends, companions, family, youth pastors, and pastors that can help you and admit that they are struggling with the same thing too. There are people there that can help you. And even better, God is there to help you. So pray to God and ask for strength to keep strong and resist the world because it's not easy. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. Think back to the story I told you a while back. Put yourself in Achan's position and think, would it really be worth it seeing your family and everything you own die beside you because you disobeyed God? This life is short, and even though it won't be easy, please just stick it out to the end, choosing God over wealth, and great will be your reward.